Welcome to The Proof, the program powered by Africa Check, the continent's leading fact-checking organization. I'm your host, Dashen Usman. Today, we're looking at the new wave of claims that has hit the social media space in Nigeria. In March 2025, some Hausa travelers were killed by a mob in Edo State. Now, since then, rumors of retaliatory attacks by Hausas and Fulanis have flooded social media. Are they correct, and why should Nigerians care? Welcome to The Proof. Today, Africa Check researcher Muktar Balogun joins me to discuss these claims. And let's get right into it. Muktar, it's good to have you here.
Thanks for having me, Dashen. Thank you.
Muktar, can you take us through the three claims we are looking at?
The first one involves a burnt vehicle with the claim that it shows the aftermath of an attack on Igbo travelers by Fulani men in Kano State, Nigeria. The second one is that a group of armed Hausas invaded an Igbo market and killed 6 men in retaliation for the Edo incident. And the third one we'll be looking at is that Fulani herdsmen set fire to a yam market in Plateau State, Nigeria.
Okay, now this lays out the claims we're looking into. However, before we go into the first claim, let's lay the foundation for where these claims are coming from. Please briefly take us through what happened on March 27, 2025.
Yes, on that date, Hausa hunters who were traveling from Port Harcourt in the south geopolitical zone to Kano for Edo State celebrations were intercepted by vigilantes in Urmi community in Edo State. And Eid Fitr, marks the end of Ramadan, a month, where Muslims fast for about 29 or 30 days. The travelers were eventually killed by a mob after being suspected to be linked to kidnappers who had been terrorizing the area. Nigerian leaders and institutions, as you would expect, have condemned the attack and urged for justice and peace. So it is in this context that the claim has surfaced about Fulani, men burning a vehicle and killing passengers, and attacking markets and so on.
So what did you find out about the Kano attack claim?
After running a reverse image search, we found that the photos used in the claim, were not from March 2025, but were published in earlier reports. So one image appeared in a 2023 story about an accident, a fire on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, while others were associated with reports from 2020 and 2022. So by tracing these images back to their original sources, we could prove that the claim about, the Fulani attack on Igbo travelers, traveling in a bus was entirely false.
Thank you, Muktar. What about the claim about 6 Igbo men in an Igbo market who were supposedly killed in retaliation for the Edo incident?
We found no credible media reports of such a retaliatory attack against the Igbos in the north. Some politicians and religious organizations condemned the Edo attack, it has to be noted. And also, the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ordered a manhunt for the killers. So there is, an investigation going on. So we would expect the same to happen if the claim of a retaliatory attack, were true. The Nigeria Police Force also released a statement on the incident, the Edo incident. We searched the police Force's X account and website, for a statement on the alleged retaliatory attack, and it came up empty.
Okay, now before we go on a short break, take us through a final claim about Fulani herdsmen setting fire to a yam market in Plateau State.
Africa Check ran the image through a Google reverse image search, and we discovered that it had been online since April 2021. The photo shows the aftermath of a fire at Namu Central Market in Plateau State that destroyed goods, including yam. So that photo is actually real, but it was from an event in 2021. We also couldn't find a statement on such, a market incident on the Nigerian police social media accounts and websites. We found no evidence to support the claim, and the photo used as evidence surfaced first in 2021. So it is unrelated to the claim and unrelated to, any recent incident in Nigeria.
Thank you for clarifying that, Muktar. Now let's take a break. When we come back, we'll look at how to verify claims like these, the dangers surrounding such claims, and why we should stay vigilant. Stay with us. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. This is The Proof, powered by Africa Check. Today, we are exploring 3 claims that have been circulating recently on social media, all claiming to reveal horrific events across Nigeria, from the death of travelers in Kano to alleged attacks in Plateau State. Now, they surfaced after a mob action that killed some Hausa hunters in Edo State. Muktar Balogun, Africa Check researcher, is still here with us. Muktar, given what you have shared about the 3 claims, we can verify that all 3 claims are fake.
Yes, exactly. They are false and they lack evidence. The photos used as proof are also old and unrelated to the claims.
So how dangerous are these claims flying around these days about an ethnic group attacking another?
It is quite straightforward, Dashen. Honestly, false claims about attack between ethnic groups like the Fulani attacking Igbos or Hausa retaliating against Igbos can trigger reprisal attacks. In Nigeria's history, many violent clashes have started this way. So a single viral post can start tension across communities already on edge.
Thank you. To some media literacy, Muktar, how did you find out that some of the photos in the claims are old?
We say it every time that everyone should, be a fact checker. We primarily use reverse image search tools like Google reverse image search and TinEye, along with video verification tools like Invid. These tools, we use them together, to allow us to trace the origins of an image or video, check for inconsistencies, and see, if they have been misattributed to a new event. Some videos, have been in existence since 2020. People reused their, in this case, people reused image from 2021, to support a false claim in 2025. So we are living in an era where people can, take something, a visual representation of something, and misrepresent it for another thing. So knowing how to verify images and videos is important. So they are crucial in debunking claims because visual evidence can be easily manipulated or taken out of context.
Now, in cases like the alleged retaliatory attack on Igbos, where no credible media report exists, how can we confirm that the claim is entirely fabricated?
Thank you. We rely on a combination of checking with reliable news sources, speaking with local authorities or law enforcement, and also scanning social media for official statements. So if there are no credible reports or confirmations from these sources, it is highly likely that the claim is fabricated because claims are based on evidence. So when there are no evidences, it is most likely to be false, especially in this era of, artificial intelligence and media manipulation. So in this case, we couldn't find any reputable media coverage or police reports supporting the claim, making it clear that it was misinformation.
Thank you, Muktar. Any final words to Nigerians?
My advice is to always be skeptical of sensational claims, especially when they are accompanied by emotional language or dramatic images or videos to trigger your emotions. Usually they are targeted, to do that. Before sharing anything, verify it using reliable fact-checking tools we've discussed today. If it's image, use Google reverse image search. If it's video, download Invid on your laptop to carry out your check. So if trusted news sources have reported on it, it is most likely true. But if they've not, that means there is a tendency that it could be false. So if the claim seems exaggerated, or if you can't find credible sources confirming it, it is better to exercise patience. And if you think you've come across misinformation or something you find difficult to fact check yourself, you can send it to Africa Check Nigeria. Check our website. We are always available on social media. Send us messages. We are always available to check all claims.
Thank you, Muktar. Now, that will be all for today. See you next time.
Thank you for having me once again. Thank you.
That's it for this episode of The Proof, powered by Africa Check. If you have comments or a claim you want us to fact check, tweet at AfricaCheck_NG. Follow News Central on our social media platforms. We are at News Central TV, and you can check out our website. It's www.newscentral.africa. Stay vigilant and stay informed. I am Dashen Usman.